Hello and welcome to the pet room. We're looking inside an interesting machine, and the reason I have it right here, right now, is it does seem to be the same in many ways as the BBBBS PET. This one is one of the ones, if I just tilt this down, you've seen this before. Commodore didn't want people to expand these machines. They wanted them to buy them fully populated from them, so they drilled holes to prevent you from doing the expansion yourself. I would say almost criminal. Anyway, this machine I got a while ago, and from what I remember, it works. Now, as I look in here, I'm some pleased with what I see. Like, I haven't turned it on yet, but it certainly gives me an indication. Like, right now in this machine, there is one empty ROM socket. And that socket is indeed empty in the BBBBS PET. But in the BBBBS PET, this socket too is empty. So that leads me to think that certainly there's one chip that is missing, because I think, but I don't know for sure, I don't know which ones in these machines are for accessory things like paperclip and other things. I'm not sure. Also, in the BBBBS thing, an EPROM resides in here, where there's a socket. Anyway, there's not really sockets here. There's some, but not a whole bunch. Also, there's an EPROM that's missing its window protection, so I am going to get some protection on there. You know what, just at this moment, because I really don't want to compromise things, I might just take a disc label, which is way too big, and just stick it over that, knowing that it's protected, but I can yank it off later and stick something better on, so that's done. Anyway, as I remember, this machine works. So I'm going to turn it on and see what I can see. And yeah, it's funny, as I look into the BBBBS PET, there's there's a lot more things socketed in there. Like all the ROMs except for one. Except is that a ROM? I don't know. I don't know what everything is. And it is hard, like everything's way in the back. So anyway, I'm going to turn this on. Let's see. Confirm that it comes up. And it comes up and it says Commodore Basic 15,359 bytes free. So it is working. That is good. It is good to have a working machine up and operating. It is. Anyway, looking at all of this, there's really only two things that I can swap out at this time, just to see if they're happy. But certainly, there's got to be things missing from this BBS PET. There's just got to be. I just don't know what exactly, but I will see. It's funny, I need to really, I should look at this machine, the other one over there, because obviously the second bank of RAM in the BBBBS PET is different and socketed, and I wonder if that too, was this a machine that somebody added to, or was this a machine that was also violated and ruined? I don't know. Anyway, before I do anything else though, I'm going to turn this back off. And maybe I'll swing over here. Either way, I did some shuffling of things in here because it was getting quite difficult to get more pets on the go there. So I think what I might do, just because I can and I'm here, is this chip here. I think I'm going to try and wiggle out. The power is off. Ew. Boy, there's not a whole lot of space there. Maybe I don't want to do this. See, it's also, I'm not in the best position. It is hard to get at these things. Anyway, this skinny little screwdriver, usually I can work it gently under the corner and get a little pry on it. But that's not really happening. So maybe I will get something bigger. Excuse me. And I don't like doing this, but it may work if I can get this under. Oh yeah. There we go. And then, with great care, nope, it's still not ready. It's not ready. Gently, gently. Alright, there we have. I'll tell you what it is. Maybe. Possibly. I might need my glasses. Whew. Yeah. I need glasses. And where are there some? Okay. So this is a 901447-29 made in the 25th month of 1980. And I'm going to go over to the BBS PET next door, and I'm going to use the same screwdriver and convince this chip that it should too come out. And this too, this too is, it may need some cleaning. Let me just see if I can get this in front of you here. Its pins are different. Anyway, this is an EPROM. I don't know if it's a special thing for the BBS PET or not. I am seeing definitely some of the pins are challenged somewhat. Not terribly, but they could use a little help. And I do, I've got a mess over here. An absolute mess. But I had little wee pliers. I did have them. Anyway, I'm going to try with great care to slide this in. See, the pins on this are challenging. So I think now I need my glasses off. And what I typically like to do is take and line things up. Now, let's see. Does this machine still come up? Ooh. Well, not really. It comes up. Maybe I can do this. But the screen is now quite different. So obviously that may not be helpful. Now, is this chip not making good contact? I don't know. I got it in the right way around. As always, of course, I just never want to hurt anything with any of this. So I will gently remove it and set it in the other machine and take the original chip, testing the witness mark, of course, and taking my time to line up all the holes, just so, giving it a little, it's not lining up nicely. Oh, yeah. It's funny, these white PET sockets, I've heard at some point they can kind of get where the chips are in, but almost floating. Oh, come on. Okay. That's back in. Let's turn it on and watch it come up and work. And it still works. Interesting. Well, that is interesting. It is. I'm going to just reach over into this other machine and work this chip in as well. The other chip, turn the machine off, The other one that's socketed here is this one. They're both socketed. I want to have a look and see what's what. Wiggle. Very gently. And I can tell you that this chip says 401-465-03, made in the 42nd week of 1979. I don't know if you can see that. Perhaps. Alright. And I will go into the BBS PET. And try. There we go. Much the same procedure, gently, with patience and care, get the chip loose, pull it out, and I will look at this chip.